Hey everybody, welcome back to another 7 Phase Reactions. I'm Griffin, that's Theta, and that's Theta over there. Yeah, there we go. And we're here to watch some Jobless Reincarnation.
You mean Mushoku Tensei?
I mean Jobless Reincarnation because that's a lot more about...
Jobless Reincarnation is the tagline. It's not the title. It's like you were saying, we're here to watch With a Vengeance. You mean Die Hard? No, I mean With a Vengeance. No, we're here to watch Mushoku Tensei.
There you go. It is a show that has gotten very popular. It is, of course, an isekai, one that... that's a genre we haven't really seen a whole lot on this channel, has it?
On this channel? I don't think we've done any. Well, no, Overlord. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Overlord is an isekai. We did
right. So we've done like one out of like 20 series. Though.
4 seasons of Overlord. What are you talking about?
Yeah, it's still just one show out of like 20 more. How many shows do you think we've done?
I mean, over the overall length of time of watched, though, we've watched more Overlord than almost anything else so far.
It's not our fault there's too much Overlord, but there is also a lot of Mushoku Tensei. And I gotta ask, what do you know about the show at this point?
Next to nothing.
Mm-hmm.
It's been reported to me that it is one of the best isekai.
Mm-hmm. And I think that's basically what's drawing us in here, that everyone else seems to be liking it. But I think the most that I know is that there's magic, our main character is going to get magic, and there's going to be character drama. And I'm down for character drama.
Oh, and of course, beneath us, each one of us has characters in the world that I just had our artist pick out at their own choosing. So the artist also didn't know much about them, but they picked whatever they thought was right, and as I understand it, we may be related.
Well, I am always typecast as a wizard, so at least we're pinpoint on that.
And I'm always typecast as a fat guy.
So I say, let's just go ahead and get in on it and see what the show has to offer. But before we get started, be sure to go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and comment down below to feed that algorithm. On top of all that, if you want more shows like this, unfiltered, uncensored, and uncut, as well as some early access stuff, you can check it out over on the Patreon. It is $5 a month, but no pressure. It's all to support the channel, just a little bit extra.
If you want to join us in on the journey, drop by the Discord.
Starting with the isekai, you die in real life. Of course, by a truck.
Oh, the other two. Right.
Oh gosh, this is starting like too real.
Hearing strange languages in the rain. Didn't he have a breathing tube in his throat?
He had an oxygen mask on, at the very least. Oh, right. This show is one of those shows.
Yeah.
Now's the time to mention the itchy tag on this. Oh, we're getting the Assassin's Creed 2 opening. Press X to kick your leg.
It's perspective, man. It's perspective.
何やってんだこいつ。俺は重症者だぞ。しかし美人だな。ヨーロッパ系か。そんなに無防備だとお触りしちゃうぞ。え
ね
You think the baby talking right there was his cry of anguish?
Yes.
どうやら
Oh, at least they had some funny perspective there.
まさかそんな妄想めいたことが現実になるとはな。パウロと
He sticks his nose and wiped it on the
20
sheet.
代前半といったところか。34の俺から見れば若造と言ってもいい。こんな年で子供を作るとは全く妬ましい。でもただで美女の父を据えるのは最高だ。相手が母親であるせいか全く興奮はしなかったか。
Maybe because you're a baby?
どこにいるの？
I can't wait for this to turn out to be you, Griff. Your character in the show.
It's gonna.
言語もそれなりにわかるようになってきた。まだ年齢が若いせいか物覚えが異常にいい気がする。
If you are a reincarnated 34 years old and you still remember your memory, why are you doing half of this? That part I understand, because you're a creep.
メイドのリーリャ、素晴らしいものをお持ちで。
こらルディ、一人で動き回ったらダメじゃないの。これは被るものではありません。どうしたのリーリャ？
ゼニス様、少々申し上げにくいのですが、そのルーデウス様には何か悪いものが。あ、いえ、何でもございません。
He's
何よ、
possessed.
歯切れが悪いわね。子供だもの。間違って下着くらい被るわよ。
Yeah, what if the 34-year-old guy is the possession?
綺麗な風景だ。こんな写真見たことがある。やっぱりヨーロッパの方だろうか。にしてもさすがに田舎すぎだよな。電気もガスもないって何時代よ。
Going from inner city Japan to complete rural area.
え？何やってんの？
Griff, I might be your fucking dad.
No!
That's the same sword I'm holding in the overlay.
It ain't so!
大丈夫かしら？
頭を打った時はあんまり動かさない方がいいんだぜ、奥さん。
これでも泣かないなんて。
よしよし。念のため。
ん？
痛いのが飛んでいくおまじない。かけてあげるね。神なる力は芳醇なる糧。
おいおい、何の冗談だ。これがこの国の痛い痛いのとんでけかよ。父親に続いて母親も中二病か？戦士と僧侶で結婚しましたってか？
ヒーリング。
Magic.
どう？痛いの治ったでしょ？ママこう見えても昔は冒険者やってたのよ。
どうした？すごい声。
Hey, Daddy married the cleric.
ルディが転げ落ちちゃって頭から。
しつけよ。子供なんだから落ちたり転んだりするさ。それに怪我したなら。もしかするとここは。
I gotta take it like this baby for them has had no reaction to anything, and then the first time they cast magic is just like, oh my god, the world is real.
剣と魔法の世界だ。
Well, yeah, because he thought he was on Earth this whole time, so...
Oh, we got flying
Or
weasels.
Europe, rather. He thought he was in Europe this whole time.
Yeah.
足腰もしっかりしてきた。
それにしても魔法か。
魔法。猿だってウキウキする単語じゃないか？早く自分でもやってみたいものだ。とはいえ、今の俺にできることは少ない。
Open chest, find Thor's sword, go on adventure. try to kill Thorfinn's killer.
No, we're not turning this into Vinland Saga. We got one of those too many.
本か。
家にあったのはたったの5冊。この世界では本が高価であるのか、パウロたちが読書家ではないのか。1000冊近い本を持っていた俺には信じられ
Gosh,
ない。
that's like half the size of a college
最
textbook.
も全部ラノベだったか。
No, it's the size of the Bible in
まずは無視
Vinland Saga.
やらないとな。
また1年ほど過ぎた。たった5冊とはいえ、時折パウロが読み聞かせてくれたこと
I mean, to be fair,
ある程度
I guess the world would be real easy
しかし
if you had goals from the age of 1.
本の内容が理
Oh,
解で
yeah.
きると思っているのだろうか。それにしてもこの本は興味深い。魔術教本。生前どこかで見たようなことが書いてある。例えば、魔術には詠唱と魔法陣、2種類の発動方法があるが、今はもっぱら詠唱が主流だということ。
Some people just clap their hands
いろい
together.
ろと設定があるらしい。それより気になったのが
I guess if you could just say some words and do some magic, that'd be a little bit more popular than having to draw out a whole circle.
俺自身の遺伝子は仕事をしなさそうだし。
まあとりあえずやってみますか。
Start a fire.
汝の求めるところに大いなる水の加護はらん。清涼なるせせらぎの流れを
Launched across the room, right?
ウォーターボール。
Very neat effect. He's got to show it off now.
飛んでいくんじゃ。もう一回。
格ゲーのコンボ練習と同じ。集中して何度も何度も頭の中でイメージしてから実際にやってみる。
It's not your practice combos.
Yeah, usually you go to the wiki, you go ahead, check it out. You beat up the training dummy for like 20 hours, and then your friend beats you up anyway.
And then you pissed
まだ
yourself.
優勝してなかったよな。なんでだ。
There we go.
俺の MP こんだけ。
Special ability.
もうルディったら眠くなったらちゃんとトイレに行ってベッドに入らなきゃダメでしょ。
畜生。この年で寝小便したと思われるとは。畜生。畜生。
Oh, no, he's crying himself.
His pride being destroyed.
しばらく試していろいろ分かった。
Congratulations, you can now be the village well.
魔力の量は使えば使うだけ増えてるし、詠唱なしでも魔術は使えてる。
書いてあることを鵜呑みにするのってことかな。
しかし簡単にできるなら詠唱ってのは何の意味があるんだ？
No, you're just getting too good for it. You're above people who use incantations.
いちいち集中して念じなくても言葉を発するだけで全てやってくれる。そうだとすればその利点は大きい。まず第一に教えやすい。詠唱すれば一発でできるんだから、そうやって教えているうちにだんだんと詠唱は必要不可欠なものになっていったとか。第二に
Nice
使い
putting
やすい。
things together.
攻撃魔術を使うのは戦闘中だろうから、目をつぶってうなななんて集中するより早口で詠唱した方がよっぽど手っ取り早い。
ルディ、そろそろお休みしよっか。まだまだこれからだぞ。
At least one of me's getting some action.
魔力量が増えたのだって謎だ。あるいは鍛えた結果の話なのだろうか。
That's okay, I got
鍛え
books.
ても魔力総量には限界値があるという。いや、
I forgot it was you again.
そう。例えば成長に応じて増えていくとか、幼児の時期に魔力を使うと飛躍的に最大値が増えるとか。あ、俺だけの特殊体質ってのも捨てがたいな。
At this point, a lot of other isekai animes would just outright say it's like, yes, that's right, you have a special ability. This is why you're the coolest person in the world.
I think that was one of the selling points of this, is that he's not unique or anything like that. Just the idea that he's trained from like 1 year old is the difference. Is that he had the goal set from before other people could even think.
Yeah. That's a good throw. Hey, you got it.
ようやく栄唱の仕組みが解明できた。この魔術は生成、サイズ設定、射出速度設定、発動のプロセスをたどっているのだ。多分間違ってないと。
Having a water gun at will is a dangerous ability to give a kid.
I have to wonder if this is going to turn out to be a negative.
Oh, everything he's doing?
Yeah, like, they have to send him off somewhere because some nobility finds out or something like that.
He's about to hit somebody in the head with a rock.
Destroy the house. Somebody might have found out.
I think the entire county has found out.
Rudy? もしかしてこの本口に出して読んじゃった？
え、怖っ。なんだこの目は。もしかして魔術を使う子供は。
You found the gun under the bed.
Oh no, she's just like straight up proud, I think. My kid knows magic.
しかしお前これは中級の。
今すぐ魔術の教師を雇いましょう。
いや、その前に文字もまだ教えて。
将来はきっとすごい魔術。
We haven't taught him to read.
He's
I've
already
been doing this shit behind your back.
男の子だったら剣士にするという約束だったろう。
けどこの年で
Damn it, Griff, you're gonna be a swordsman.
約束は約束。
I'm gonna be multi-class, my build's ruined.
俺のことは今は関係ないだろうが。
午前中は魔術、午後から剣術を学べばいいのでは？
Ah, the voice of
あな
reason.
た、子供の前で喧嘩は良くないわ。
そうだな。
そんなわけでうちは家
And my wife is pretty hot.
いつもは家で剣ばかり振って暇そうにしているが、パウロは一応
I don't regret this choice in character.
そのおかげで
Okay, they are the richest people in the town. Alright.
あるんだとか。しかし、何しろここは国の端のど田舎。果たして応じる人がいるかどうかという心配があったが、あっさりと見つかった。両親の予想によると、来るのはおそらくすでに引退した冒険者で、長年魔術師として研鑽を積んだ中年か老人で、ひげを蓄えたまさに魔術師って感じのが来るだろうって話だった。
ロキシー・ミグルディアです。よろしくお願いします。
なんてこったい。ひげどころかあそこの毛も生え揃ってなさそうなのが来た。
This show, man. This fucking show.
Look, our man has needs.
随分とその小さいんですね。あなたに言われたくありません。
コンプレックスなんだろうか。胸の話じゃないんだけどな。
それで私が教える生徒はどちらに？ああ、それがこの子なの。
I love the comedy theme they got going on here.
ここにいるんですよね。ちょっと成長が早いだけで子供に才能があるとか思い込んじゃバカ親。
聞こえてますよ。ロキシーさん。
Clearly gonna cover her in water or something, right?
しかしそちらのお子様に魔術の理論が理解できるとは思いませんが。大丈夫よ。うちのルディちゃんはとっても優秀なんだから。
Hey, you're getting paid to be here anyway.
ことはやってみましょう。あ、外でや
やるんですか？
当たり前じゃないですか。魔術は大きく分けると3種類しかありません。攻撃魔術、治癒魔術、召喚魔術。それぞれ初級、中級、上級、正級、王級、低級、進級と7段階に分類されています。
Is that 2 out of
そしてその魔
7?
術を使うには魔力が必要です。自分の体内にある魔力か。どうかしましたか？
いえ。
まあいいです。とにかくまずはお手本を詠唱するので真似してみてください。
詠唱が必要なんですか？
当たり前じゃないですか。
やっぱりそうなのか。
Hey, info gathering.
汝の求めるところに大いなる水の加護あらん。清涼なるせせらぎ
So ironically, she's casting the same spell, the only spell he's learned.
Exactly. It's the training spell, the first one in the book.
That doesn't make any sense because I just told you that the book was intermediate.
She also knocked out a tree with it. And this kid has not done that
そ
well.
れはまずいですね。神なる力は芳醇なる過程。力を失いしかぬ者に再び立ち上がる力を与えん。ヒーリング。
Oh.
That's nice.
すげえ。
治癒魔術も使えるんですね。
中級までは。
すごいです。
いいえ、きちんと訓練すればこのくらいは誰にでもできますよ。
こいつはちょろそうだ。
Manipulating her. No.
魔術教本にも無影章については載ってなかった。何気なく使っていたが、実は近畿に触れ
Yeah,
ること
don't let them know.
ロキシーも詠唱
Keep it close to your chest, yeah.
ならしばらくは詠唱をすべきだろう。大事なことかもしれないしな。
汝の求めるところに大いなる水の加護あらん。
何してるんですか？
いえ。どうでした？
詠唱はしょりましたね。
はい。
いつもはしょっているのですか？
いつもはなしで。
なし？そう、いつもはなし。なるほど。これは期待外がありそうですね。
It's definitely an HE show, though.
Special show. Oh, yeah, yeah. But he's got his special skill. And they broke the tree again.
ロキシーさん、うちの木を実験台にしないでちょうだい。まったくもう。早速失敗してしまいました。明日には解雇ですかね。
先生すみません。僕のせいで。
参った。20年近く人と話してなかったんだ。こういう時かける言葉が見つからない。
Yeah, you're a little out of touch now, huh?
散々やってきただろ。エロゲの主人公ならこんな時どうしてた？
先生は今失敗したんじゃありません。経験を積んだんです。
What a weird guy.
そうですね。
The line works, you know, pretty good. Work on the smile. The expression could use a lot of work, yeah.
いた。それよりロキシーさん。はい。中に入りましょう。まずは私たちの紹介もさせて。ね。
Oh, they already healed the tree again.
Yo.
おーい早く来い。
ありがたいですが、返せるものもありませんので。何言ってるの。さあ、早くいらっしゃい。
You're in the boonies being a mentor. Just take the dinner.
そんじゃ始めるか。ロキシーちゃんの歓迎会。
まるで夢のようだ。トラックにひかれて死にかけてる俺の。いや、もしそうだとしても構わない。
Thought it was gotten from the good place.
人並みに生きて人並みに努力して、つまずいても立ち上がってなお前を向いて。できるかもしれない。こんな俺でも、無職の引きこもりでクズな俺でも、人生をやり直すことが。 本気で生きていくことが。
I like it.
That's a really good note to end it off on, I think.
I was worried that we were doing the thing that I actually hate in a lot of other isekai, which is
Yeah.
you just die in the real world, get reborn as a superpowered creature in another world. And they just use the "hey, I just got born" thing as the entirety of the isekai aspect, and don't do anything else with it. Then might as well just be a fantasy story at that point without the isekai.
Yeah.
Now I'm still wondering, is this guy responsible for those 2 teens dying? Did those 2 teens also get isekai'd? Are they going to show up later?
I think they got hit, but the impression I'm getting from it is that he tried to save them. I mean, that's what I would assume.
No,
is
no.
the
The
setup,
the
right?
news thing on the bottom said that they went missing. They were missing, and they were involved in the accident, and that he is the only one that they know survived. But what if he died, and the other 2 were dead, and the other 2 were to show up here as well at some point?
It would be pretty funny for sure. We got to see like what it actually sets up here in a bit then.
Also, what was he doing? Is he at fault for all this?
But
That's a serious thought. Is he at fault? Because if he caused the deaths, like created his own isekai situation.
What do we have? All right, just episode titles.
Okay, one of those. Yeah, I mean, because that raises like a moral question about his character and everything. If he's at fault for causing the deaths of 2 teenagers.
I want to at least start from the position of I don't want to assume the main character we're following around is the type to push 2 teenagers into traffic.
No, this was a car accident. But my point being is that this could be the kind of show that those 2 show up here in this world later on, and it turns out our main character was the villain. You know, that sort of thing.
Gosh, that'd be extra funny.
Well, I don't mean like the villain of this world, like he was responsible. He was the bad guy in the real world, caused his own death and the deaths of others. That sort of thing. I'm throwing it out there specifically because if you wanted to create this type of character, he could have just like gotten hit by a bus. He could have done anything that would have been solely on him, right? He would have been the only one that died. Say like the Slime anime where the guy gets stabbed on the street.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
He is not actively involved in an accident that may have killed others, like this one. For those, all we need is him, so he gets killed.
Hardcore character assassination. That's all I'm gonna say. It would be a bit too far for what I think this show seems like it's aiming for.
Oh yeah, this very clean show. This clean show that doesn't imply any underage bush or some shit. Right? No, I don't think it's beyond that. And I'm only, again, I'm throwing it out there because of isekai standardization, which is to say, if you're going to get isekai into another world for a power fantasy, you typically get into an accident by yourself. But they have deliberately, and that's why I'm examining the choice, they've deliberately chosen to have 2 other people involved and not just say they're fine or they're recovering in stable condition. They are missing. From episode 1, missing.
The comparison I want to make when it comes to the you got isekai and you are now the most powerful being in that world from day one. Yeah, that happens a lot. It eventually gets a little bit old. The only other time I think I've really super liked it was World's Greatest Assassin, I think is what it was called. Where the entire point is he's supposed to go there to be powerful, to attempt to kill someone who is supposedly even more powerful. Even with everything he gets, he's supposedly outmatched. Which is hilarious. But they build it up, they like give a point to it, and they give also like the meta part to it too a little later, where the reason people keep getting isekai into that world is that whoever's doing it is just throwing stuff at the wall to see what works, because nothing does.
I think the last time, I mean, I enjoy bad isekai, so I can't say I'm opposed
fair,
to
fair.
it, but I just don't like it seeing the trope, and I certainly wouldn't want to watch it here on this channel. But I think the last time that I saw it that I liked it was, didn't I say make me average in my next life or something like that?
Yeah, I think
And
so. Yeah.
and they like mismeasure her, so they make her the average between a god and an ant, which turns out to be basically a demigod anyway.
That's not good averaging though. There's like one god and like a billion ants.
No, I think there's like multiple gods, and this is also a world with like dragons and shit, so there's just a lot of upper tier shit and not so much lower tier shit, so you average up.
Ah, there we go. Still, I think like as a critical lens, I think this is going in good directions and has a great start. I'm excited to watch more.
I couldn't help but notice how jacked I was.
Damn it. You already start cool. Damn it. Ah.
Well, that's the problem, is obviously I don't cast magic or anything, and you're the main character of the show. So, at best, I'm a side character, but at the very least, I'm also your dad, which either means, one, I'm going to become the villain at some point, two, I'm going to go missing, or three, I'm going to die.
There's also a possibility 4, you're actually another character we haven't seen yet.
No, I'm pretty sure
There's
that the
a
artist...
possibility for other swords.
I'm pretty sure the artist said that we're related, so the intent was... So, there's no other guy there, so unless an uncle shows up who's got a bit of a
they
gut...
have been boning every other scene.
Right.
It could be another kid.
I'm pretty sure I'm also older in this picture than you are. So, unless an uncle shows up. But no, again, the fact the sword is the same ass sword as the dad, so I've got to be the dad.
Right.
So one, you're like a teenager here in this. I assume that the main character is going to become a teenager at some point, or we're just both drawn that way. So
Yeah.
I would assume that I'm just going to become old. And again, as a parent in an anime, I've got 3 options. And one is to disappear when you're born, and I've clearly not done that. 2 is to die at some strategic point in your life in order to give you a purpose. And I don't appear to be that way. Also, I have no idea what the symbols surrounding us mean. I don't think you've looked at the overlay enough to recognize it, but much in the same way as Full Metal Alchemist overlay, we're each surrounded by 3 different symbols, and they're non-repeating.
Yeah, we'll probably have to like get more information as we go on. I bet they'll probably have like a whole like doing the circles session where they talk about them and the different symbols.
Yeah, I would imagine either they're groups or they're different types of magic.
So there we go. I think that probably covers it for today then. This has been Stoneface Reactions, everybody. I'm Griffin, that's Theta, and we'll see you on the next episode. See you around. Hey everybody, thanks for watching another Stoneface Reactions. If you have an idea of another video we could go ahead and watch, go ahead and put it in the comments down below and we'll add it to the wheel. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe and let us know what you thought about this video, what parts you liked. And until then, we'll see you next time. Is this too goofy?